Just let me hear some of that rock and roll music. Any old way you choose it.
Hello, this is Katie with Vintage and Vinyl, and I'll be spinning some rockin' 50s records every week here on my channel, as well as sharing some cool Coca-Cola collectibles and other neat vintage finds. Stay tuned! Hey guys, this is Katie with Vintage and Vinyl, back with another great video for you today. In this video, I thought we would talk a little bit about Record Store Day, Black Friday. Now, Record Store Day, Black Friday is coming up this coming Friday, and I hope to participate. Now, with the pandemic, things are a little bit different this year. I won't be waiting in any lines outside all night in the cold with all of my fellow vinyl lovers, so I'm going to have to see what our local record store is doing. There are several in town, and the two that I usually go to, the first one is going to be doing everything as usual, so they'll let people camp out overnight, and they will be letting in several people at a time, again trying to keep social distancing, but nothing that I feel totally comfortable with. So I'm probably going to be calling over to Young, Loud, and Snotty, and I'm going to be seeing what they will be doing. I think they are offering the ticket system, so you can sign up online, get a ticket for an allotted time slot, and then if you need to, they will bring the records to your car. And that really seems the most safe to me, so I'm hoping to be able to do that. Now, I want to talk about a little bit what's on the list this year. Now, for Record Store Day, it was a little bit different. They did Drop 1, Drop 2, Drop 3, and they're doing Record Store Day Black Friday. So they didn't have just Record Store Day and then Record Store Day Drops. So it's something a little bit differently. Different. They usually do one Record Store Day and then, not drops, but Record Store Day Black Friday. So I am kind of waiting to see again how next year will look. But so far, I have to say I felt like this several drop series has worked out fairly well, for me anyway. The first drop, I got a few things, and then the second and third drop, there was nothing on the list that I really wanted, so I didn't go out and participate in that, but I will be participating in Record Store Day Black Friday if I can. Now, I have the list right here, and I have looked through the list. I always print it out and look over it very carefully, and then go back online and click on the records that I want to learn a little bit more about them. The records that I want for Record Store Day Black Friday are probably no surprise to you. I am looking to get Chuck Berry, Rockin' and Rollin', New Year's Eve, and of course Little Richard's Southern Child. Now, I believe that these have a fairly limited copy. They're still talking about, for the Chuck Berry, 1,000 copies, but that is still relatively limited. So it's not like in the past where maybe there were only 300 or 400 copies, but it isn't the 8,000 plus that Elton John had either. So that's going to be a little bit of a harder one to find, I believe. Now, Little Richard does have 1,800 copies or so available, so we'll have to see. I haven't seen anything online from our record store. They usually post, or at least this year they've been posting what exactly they got, and I haven't gotten a post yet about that for Record Store Day Black Friday, so I'm really hoping that they are participating in that, because that's going to be really fun. A couple of things that are on the list. I see the Beastie Boys are coming out with an album. There is, I'm looking down the list here, Karen Dalton, let's see, I think, okay. The Dap Kings have a record, Sharon Joan and the Dap Kings. Again, not a whole lot on the list that I particularly want, but I know a lot of other people are really going to be excited about it. Let's see here, Drive-By Truckers, Fleetwood Mac and Friends, Hootie and the Blowfish, Nora Jones, Jefferson Starship. Let's see, for that record, Jefferson Starship, there's 3,000 copies of it. Motorhead, Ace of Spades will be released again. Again, 2,500. That was in the first drop. And that's a really cool record because it comes out on a shaped picture disc, which is fun. My Chemical Romance has 7,500 copies of it. I also saw Snoop Dogg's got a record, limited to 2,400 copies. More of Motorhead on Parole, that's got 3,000 copies. The Weeknd After Hours has 5,000 copies available. for it. I'm just going over the list and not reading everything, but some that stand out to me. Johnny Cash has several records. I Walk the Line is going to be released again. Oh, only limited to 1,000 copies. I bet that's going to be really popular. And then Post Malone, Circles. Now, they don't say how many are available for that, so that's interesting. And then you've got Nancy, Sonata, and Lee Hazelwood, 2,000 copies coming out. Hank Williams, his 1952 radio audition, which ought to be really good, is limited to 2,000 copies. And then there's some various artists. And then I saw the Rolling Stones Let It Bleed Collector's Edition. That's only limited to 900 copies, so that one's going to be really hard to find. So those are just some of the things on the list, and of course some of the things that I'm looking for. I hope that you guys get what you want this Record Store Day Black Friday while being safe about it. And I can't wait to see all the videos on YouTube about Record Store Day Black Friday. That's always fun to come in with your records and put on some of those videos and see what else people got, because that's going to be really fun. And I will be sure to share my finds with you via a live video coming to you Record Store Black Friday Day if I do get what I want and I am able to go to the store. So I hope I'll be able to share that with you. But if that's the case, I will be live, and I can't wait to talk about those two records. So leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you're hoping to get in Record Store Day Drops Black Friday. And I'll talk to you soon in another video. Stay tuned, stay in, and binge YouTube.
That's why I go for that rock and roll music. Any old